Hi, I'm Abhishek Gupta. I am the CEO of Ravzai Study Circle. A couple of things which I would like to talk about, which are essential for any UPSC aspirant to note, take cognizance of, before they actually start their preparation. See, UPSC examination is not a T20, if I can use that analogy. UPSC examination is a test cricket match. It is not T20, though T20 is an exciting format. But to win in this cricket match, you will have to have a long-term strategy. You will have to play for much longer. So just the sheer vastness of this syllabus will demand every UPSC aspirant to strategize and be ready to put in 1.5 years of preparation time strategically, smartly, so that we are every day moving forward on our task. When the syllabus is so enormous and the job is to not only cover the syllabus but also develop skill set to apply the knowledge that you gain. So the job is twofold, not just to learn but also to develop skills to apply that knowledge. So the exam must be treaded strategically, smartly and patiently. So for every civil services aspirant, it is important to understand the demand of the examination and the nature of questions asked. UPSC has very clearly laid out the detailed syllabus, and it has also set the expectation, its expectation from students. UPSC very clearly mentions that it is looking for aspirants who show keen interest in a range of information and knowledge around them. So we are not looking at specializing in any. We are looking at developing a holistic view across a range of topics. And that range of topics is very clearly laid down by UPSC in its syllabus. So your reference point is UPSC syllabus and the previous year's questions of both prelims and mains. These should be your Bible, your Gita and your preamble. So all your preparation, all your strategy will revolve around them. Now when we talk about strategy, the first thing which is of utmost importance is to first of all cover the syllabus holistically from both prelims and mains perspective. And by syllabus, I mean to develop that core competency in the fundamentals, the static knowledge of all of these subjects. What has happened in the last few years, there's been a lot of focus on current affairs, which is not right. Current affairs is an integral part of the syllabus. Current affairs are all the contemporary developments in the subjects that you study. Current affairs is not a different part of the syllabus. It is embedded in the syllabus. But what are current affairs? Current affairs are the events happening in our lives, events all around us. And there is a way to analyze these events, their impact, their cause, and then their impact on our society, on our economy, their compliance with laws, their aspects of polity, and these all are the subjects that you must study to be able to understand the current affairs effectively or comprehensively. Unless you have the basics of polity, economy, geography, history, society that we are living in, you would be confused as to the contemporary development. Your understanding of the contemporary development, which we call current affairs, will be shallow. So current affairs can only be most appropriately understood once you have the basic knowledge base, and that basic knowledge base is what is called static knowledge, and that can be acquired only by putting yourself only by reading the relevant textbooks, reading in between the lines, and developing a holistic knowledge base. Once you have done that, integrating current affairs will be a cakewalk. So my advice to students would be this examination will take about 1.5 years of preparation time. During this 1.5 years of preparation time, your goal should be first to acquire knowledge, to build knowledge. In building knowledge, your focus should be first to understand the fundamentals or the static knowledge in the detailed syllabus shared by UPSC. And once you do that, the second goal should be to integrate the current affairs, contemporary events which are happening all around us, and understand them from different dimensions or different perspectives that you've learned by studying the various subjects like history, geography, economy. This is knowledge building. Like I said in the beginning, knowledge building is just one part of the story. The other part of the story is building the skill set to apply this knowledge. Now that skill set, you need one skill set to clear the prelims examination, which is you have all the answers in front of you. You need to be able to analyze the text written on the paper and see what answer choices fit the demand of the question. But when it comes to mains, the answer is not in front of you. All that you have is a question statement. And then the job becomes difficult. Here you are responsible for not only recalling information which has been asked in the question, but also articulating it so as to answer the demand of the question. Answer writing, I think, forms the backbone of this examination. Answer writing is what will get you the requisite marks in the main examination, which is counted in your merit list. So answer writing is the most essential part. However, answer writing can also only be initiated once you develop some knowledge base, once you build on your knowledge. Otherwise, what are you going to write? So step one is to build knowledge, and step two is to effectively revise that knowledge by applying that knowledge. So on a daily basis, my advice to students would be make a timetable, make a time schedule, divide your syllabus into small achievable targets, read that syllabus from the requisite study material, sources. Sources are not important, how you read those sources is important. So whatever sources you read, if you have confidence in them, read them, learn something from them, and solve questions based on them. There is no magic trick other than the regular format of studying that we've all done in school and colleges. Study and revise the text using questions. Because when you are solving questions, you are pushing your memory to recall what you've studied, and that element of recall will clarify that concept even more in your head, and you will remember this information for a much longer duration. Learn and revise and keep doing that for the entire syllabus. It will take 1.5 years. Remain patient, and once you have ample knowledge base, start writing on a daily basis. Answer writing cannot be improved over one day. It will take time to improve. It will take a lot of practice to improve. And as soon as you have a knowledge base that you can use to start articulating information, begin answer writing. So that will be my advice regarding mains examination. Rao's IAS Study Circle was started by Dr. Rao in the year 1953. That makes Rao's IAS Study Circle of today more than 70 years old, or 70 years young, as I would like to call it. Because what started as a brainchild of one brilliant Dr. Rao is today a very big community of teachers, mentors, researchers, administrative staff working together on the same ethos, however, of building knowledge, of how would I call it, filling the gap. There are a lot of gaps the education system leaves because while we're in school and college, we do not end up appreciating a lot of subjects like history, geography for some, or even the method in the schools and colleges is to really clear the examination rather than delve deep in the subject and form a love for the subject and read between the lines. This is preparing for civil services examination gives that second chance at knowledge to everybody. where at this age we really get to understand our historical roots, why certain things happened the way they did. We understand our country much better from the geographical standpoint. We start understanding the world and our socio-economic condition. All of these which we have studied in school, but we are unable to use all of that knowledge to form a bigger worldview. Civil service examination gives that worldview. And all of us here at Rauzai Study Circle try to do that diligently. We teach in small batch size particularly for that reason, because we want to pay attention to each and every student and help them maximize their understanding of the syllabus, maximize their reception to the academic delivery. We want to clear each and everybody's doubts, because the outcome, which is whether they will be civil servants or not, is one outcome. The minimum outcome that we want for each and every student studying here is to become smarter, is to develop comprehensive understanding of the world that we are living in, so that they become rational in their approach towards analyzing any problem or any situation in front of them. So that is what we work diligently on. The other thing that we work very keenly on is to help students revise and apply, because like I said, this examination is not only about knowledge building, it's also about knowledge application, and we go to length to do the second part. Our system of mentorship helps students to revise whatever they've learned in the class the same day through our revision modules, our question banks, and our personal mentorship. What we try to do is, whatever we teach, we have frameworks that whatever we teach today is revised by the student on the same day, and then after a couple of months, and then again before the examination. So we try to give 3 revisions to our students in our framework, so that whatever they've learned goes to their long-term memory, and they're able to use that skill set to apply in the examination and maybe clear the examination in the shortest possible time.